million have shrunk because construction costs, the building, the valley, the cost of materials gone up, labor's gone up.
Sure.
So we've had to, partway through the process, to rethink it. And rethinking it meant taking the full building and dividing it into 2 phases. Phase 1 being the one that we can afford to build that matches our budget. Phase 2 can proceed at any time. It's not all connected to phase 1. It's completely independent and can be added on at any time in the future.
Sure.
We estimate it's another $6 to $10 million by today's dollars. The friends feel that they've reached the limit of the fundraising goals. We raised $10 million in order to receive our match of $15 million, and are very excited about the phase 1 plans. And going forward, it's going to be a 1-story building. We think it's very fitting into the park setting.
Sure.
Fits very well.
So why does it have to go to city council?
Because it's your building.
Oh, okay.
It's your land, your building. And we wanted there needs to be an agreement to allow the friends to enter the site to do the construction.
It seems like a reasonable deal for the city if it's being paid by a third party, right?
Well, we think so. Yeah.
We hope so. Yeah.
And we do think that even the phase 1 building without the additional exhibits of the second phase will be extremely well received by the community. The facility now is 75 years old. Hasn't really had much done to it in those years. We'll have a brand new building.
Sure. Do you sense there's going to be opposition on council?
No, we don't think so. Every time we've been a couple times. I think maybe before you were on the council, we've gotten just great, very warm reception by council members and very encouraging. It's been very helpful for us in meeting our fundraising goals to show that we have this great support from the council. But there's just a little bit of staff is recently raised a concern about not moving forward with phase 2. They believe that the program is to start charging an admission fee, a modest admission fee, which consultant that we hired.
Is there already admission fee?
Yeah, it's free. Yeah, there's a donation barrel, but there's that.
I thought it was required, so I think we all.
Well, that's good. We appreciate that. You're very responsible, but it's not required.
Okay.
So
I thought that was admission.
Yeah. No, it's voluntary.
Yeah, I remember we went there. My kids almost put their little thing in there.
Well, we really appreciate it. That's one of the things that allows us, to do the work that we do, or donors like you.
So
it was a small, it's not much money. It was like $5 or something.
It's whatever. It's a voluntary. It's a voluntary. The robot, the kids get to see the robot thing go into the mouth.
Yeah.
But so it would be a mandatory fee. So it'd be a daily fee, or you can buy an annual family membership. We contracted with
my sense is that a lot of people donate already. I mean,
put in the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it's already a pretty. That's why I thought it was a mandatory, or because it seemed like everyone did it.
And well, that's good. We appreciate it, but we will collect more with the benefit because even though it looks like everybody does it, they all know.
I guess it's different amounts.
Yeah. So we consult. We obviously wanted to test the water where we were in the industry, how we compared to other facilities, our competition, and the city was very helpful in getting us connected with a museum consultant, museum and zoo consultant, and prepared kind of the analysis of what our market area was, and we felt that the $7 admission fee that we had set was too low. Your market can tolerate a lot more than that. We're careful to not go too big and keep it kind of modest. So we've kind of used the $7 to do our financial projections. The city recently said, well, without phase 2, they don't feel that we will hit the consultant's recommendations, actually the one that the city had recommended to us in the first place, and that the financials will be less because we'll turn away customers because they'll be put off by a gate fee. We disagree. We feel very confident in the recommendations of the consultant. the city turned us onto in the first place.
Do you need a gate fee though? I mean, for the thing.
Well, we do. The financials are now, because costs go up. A new building, it's larger, it's going to have more programs. Actually, staff is also using this opportunity to bring the staffing up to the level it should be today. You go over there today on a Sunday, there'll be 10,000 people that go through there, and there'll only be 2 staff people. So they feel that they can correct some of the understaffing that they have now in the new facility.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, but my understanding is that the city has been looking into charging for a long time, that it's not even necessarily related to reopening a new building, right?
That is correct.
That it's a nice time to begin charging, but my understanding is it's not necessarily like we're just charging because we're reopening, that it's been in discussions about charging for a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's operating at a loss.
As you know, the council has a policy to bring its programs in as close to cost recovery as possible, but it's a struggle.
The city's not sucking money from it, is it? Like
no.
Okay.
It's subsidizing. Okay. Yeah, it's subsidizing the program. But yes, Kelly's absolutely right. This discussion's been going on for back even in my day.
Sure.
Park admissions. The city has had many budget proposals.
What about like charging differently for residents versus non-residents?
Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, we just kind of looked at a flat rate. There's a number of different constructs we can have, and kind of maybe blending memberships with daily fees, or if you come a certain number of times, you get a credit towards a membership. So there's a lot of ways that we can work this out, but kind of setting kind of a baseline of $7 admission and $100 for an annual membership. It's just as a working number, but there's other ways to construct the revenue.
Well, the reason I mentioned that is just because I think that idea has been mentioned before, and I think the idea behind this is that if the city's the city's assets are being used for this, right, that benefits the residents first.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, and I think that would be in alignment with the board's goals too.
And I think it's important as a board that it remains accessible, that people that
I don't think $7 is going to make it honest.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
You never know.
Right. You don't know. But so that there is this bit of tension
But
now.
the thing I do wonder though is, does the cost of collecting the admission cost more than the admission, the amount of money you get from the admissions? You know what I'm saying? Like would having someone there monitoring the admissions cost you more?
No, we made that's all been costed out, and the city has done several pro formas. We have one that's a couple months old. In fact, I can print it out for you if you want. No, but they're constantly updating that. So you might ask staff to kind of, if you're interested, to share the current thinking. But yeah, the phase 2 is a problem, and it kind of presents a bit of a political problem. Staff is saying that, well, this doesn't work unless we invest another $10 million into this. Then you're basically kind of indirectly committing the city to a substantial capital improvement.
So you raise how much total right now?
25.
And then you need 35 total?
Well, if you want to build phase 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We, as of the Friends, feel really excited about the $25 million building.
Sure.
I'm a mom. My kids go there all the time. I actually grew up going to the JMZ. Yeah.
Okay. How old are your kids?
4 and 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely. My kids are 10 and 12 now, so a little
Yeah.
bit older, but still
Right in the wheelhouse of the JMZ.
Yeah.
And so I think we feel very excited about the programming opportunities that are going to be made available in phase 1.
Sure.
And there are certain, a lot of, the full program had a lot of industry space and shop space.
It's like my son had one of his birthday parties there.
Yeah, that's a big
So that could also be. I think we paid something. I forgot what it was.
there
we
is a
do.
fee.
Yes, we do. That is a revenue source that's also counted
Yeah.
towards this.
I think definitely doing that is a good way of.
We do that. Yes,
We had a holiday party there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The city's holiday party was the JMZ, right?
Yes, they had to pay the fee.
Yeah. So I think it's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a one way.
Mm-hmm.
The other idea is personal parking.
Well, we use this. Yeah, we could share. Well, we share Lucy Stern parking.
Oh, I'm saying you could charge for parking there, right? That's another possibility.
That could be a little bit more controversial.
Really?
Yes.
Versus
neighborhood parking. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, the only reason I was thinking about that is just so that like the people that live nearby, right? They would just walk, so it doesn't cost them anything.
Right.
But people that have to drive there, right? Would like for instance, like a lot of kids, my kids used to bike there,
Mm-hmm.
and of course there's no parking here for biking, right? But if you drove, then maybe there's a fee, right? This would discourage. But I see what you're saying. It's going to push.
Right. People would park in the neighborhood.
That might not work.
No.
Yeah.
Good idea, though. So yeah, I mean, basically we wanted to give you a heads up. The plans, the status of the plans is we're nearing completion of the Architectural Review Board. I think we've got one more hearing. They've given us a lot of, very constructive feedback, and we've made some of those changes.
Sure.
Our architect right across the street, the CAW, has been working with this and is very experienced in working with the Architectural Review Board. I think we went to the Park and Rec Commission. We've got.
To me, this seems like I don't think anyone's going to propose, but the only question is how to come with $2 million, right? How to come with the extra $10 million for phase 2.
Yeah. So.
And I think the Friends' focus now is no longer currently on raising additional capital for phase 2. We're focused on really delivering the current package that we have in a way that's fiscally responsible to our donors and to the city. So I think my understanding is now moving our fundraising focus into things like science outreach, into underserved schools, communities, Super Family Sunday, where we serve families with special needs on Sundays. I think that's where our fundraising focus is going to be as we wrapped up our big capital campaign.
So could this $10 million gap be filled? Well, you first ask, what does phase 2 do above and beyond phase 1?
So there's additional. It's a second story, and it builds the.
But shouldn't that be done at the same time?
It can be added. It's not over.
It's a separate structure.
Yeah, it's there's like a tree playhouse, and there's
kids
it's
all that.
Yeah, I know.
Certainly, there are wonderful programming things in phase 2.
So yeah, it is. It's very exciting.
How much more square footage is that?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I mean, I just wonder, I know you guys could have done fundraising, but I don't know if there's developers that could, as part of their or some sort of construction company that could partake in this, right? That would help bridge the gap. Because $2 million is a lot, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we.
And I for one would love to see it being done, but the question is, how do you do it?
Right.
I mean, would the admission fees help pay for that? Would it help allow that?
No, that just covers the operating expenses.
Yeah,
helps offset those.
Yeah.
Let me just say that the $10 million also include the city needs to redo its parking lot.
Oh, that parking lot.
The parking lot at Lucy Stern. It's not, so that has to be redone. The city that's one of the obligations that the city has agreed to. At least the staff has agreed to is redoing that parking lot.
It's not a big parking lot.
It's not, but it's the cost of. It started off being $750,000, and now I think it's
parking lot.
Yeah,
just to repave it.
Well, it needs to be reconstructed.
Oh.
The circulation is.
Yeah,
if you've ever driven through it, it's like
it's a big.
I worry about
Yeah.
kids starting in and out of cars there. So the straightening out the circulation and fixing all that.
Yeah.
It's escalated. The city has started to design it, and it's gone up to $3.5 million.
For the parking lot?
Yes, which I think is
I
high.
mean, we're talking about service parking lot, right?
Yeah, but they're using pervious paving and the unique drainage systems.
Okay.
And, yeah, so.
I just got my driveway redone, and it was nothing close to that. So I'm just trying to think.
Well, you might ask them that.
Yeah.
We think it's a little high too.
Yeah. I mean, it's just asphalt, right?
No, not this one.
Oh, this one. Oh, I see.
It's
It's
maybe
one.
It's a.
Does it have multi-level parking as well?
No, it's all
just flat level.
Yeah.
$3.5 million. It's not me. How much square footage is it?
It's maybe over 100 parking spaces. So.
I guess so. I don't know. It strikes me as expensive.
You might ask them.
Yeah.
Help them let them explain.
Yeah.
And I think with construction costs going up, I think time is of the essence for us.
Sure.
So the more time, I think we're hoping for this process to move as quickly as is judicious.
Right.
so that the construction costs every month, right, that we wait, the construction costs get higher and higher.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess the main thing is just how to bridge that $10 million gap, right? Because it would be nice to see this kind of completed.
It would. We would too, but phase one is self-contained and will be very exciting.
Yeah.
So
because I don't know if you've been looking at the city finances lately.
Not in detail, just what I read in the paper.
Yeah, but we're kind of scraping by, right?
I know that. Yes.
So
we've heard that from your own staff.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to and we had this janitorial contract. I don't know if you heard about it.
No.
This janitorial contract. So the last contract was $5 million. The same work. It's now $10 million. The one that's going on right now until September is $5 million. Now it comes up for almost $10 million. Same exact work. It's so we have to pay the BSR again, Special Stabilization Reserve. It's
It is. We're very aware of that. So that's why we feel that we can do this. We can deliver it without.
Well, phase one's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So better
It's
than
actually more than better than not. We're not settling.
Yeah.
This is a very exciting, well-designed. Continue to make this the asset that it is for the city.
Sure.
Something that we would all be very proud of.
Sure. So you, are you just looking for phase one to get approved and then phase two something later?
Well, yeah, the two are very independent, so they can, nothing would have to happen to phase one in order to put on phase two.
Mm-hmm.
So architects have been very careful to be able to separate those. I mean, our plan is to get council approval the end of October.
Yeah.
Prepare the construction drawings through the winter into the first part of 2018, and then start construction in the beginning of the construction period in May, June of next year. And it's a little over a year construction period, and be ready and open in 2019.
That's awesome.
2020.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let me know how it felt. I certainly.
Well, we wanted to, just kind of understand kind of the problems with phase two. I mean, we all agree that phase two is necessary, but it took us 5 years to raise 10. We don't want to wait another 5 years. The community deserves a new asset.
Yeah.
And we really feel like phase one is an asset. I'm so excited to take my kids there. They're going to love it. And I'm sure the kids in the community will feel the same way.
We had a community meeting. Did you go?
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I heard about it.
Some of the board members went. It went very well. Neighbors, it was to kind of keep. We've had several over the months, and it was noted that this is a one-story building. It's fit in. It's not overwhelming.
The neighbors are concerned about it?
No, they liked the fact that it was one story. So it kind of fits into the charm and the.
I haven't heard any complaints about this at all.
No, they shouldn't. Yeah, we haven't either.
No, not one complaint.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
I think we're really focused on, it's this gem in the community, right?
Yes.
Like I said, I grew up going there. People have such affinity for the JMZ. And I think we really just want to be stewards of delivering this next great version of it to the community in a way that is responsible.
Yeah.
So, and if we have to wait for phase two, we've got, donors that have believed that their asset is going to go into some, positive function in the community, and it can't sit around for another.
Could you self-naming rights to?
We do, we will have. Yeah, that's part of what the council will approve.
Okay.
The city has a very detailed naming policy, so that all has to be approved by the council. But we have some.
All of those sold off already, or are all of those?
No, there are still some
There's still
available.
some available,
If anyone
yeah.
watching is interested.
Okay, well, that's good. No, that's good. No, I think it's a good idea, right?
Yes.
Because maybe someone would want to adopt, a parking lot, for instance, right, or a second story, or I think it's a good strategy, right? Because you give some manufacturers some recognition, some lasting recognition. So I think it's
Absolutely. We have our initiative, our fundraising was really robust, and we have a lot of really generous members in the community that have donated both anonymously and with naming recognition in the new facility.
No, I think that's a great thing.
So, and sometimes
I wish we could more of this kind of stuff.
sometimes when an asset gets actually realized and it gets built and it raises the community profile even more than it is now, can generate some interest. And
Is parking a concern for the neighborhood at all?
we haven't heard that. No.
Because I wonder if they're redoing the parking lot, should they, especially just spending $3.51, should they like put some like stackers or something like that to?
That's up to the staff, but I think we feel that the parking is adequate.
I know when we lived there, we mainly like
Yeah,
or I mean, it's not too far from the college church. It's not too far. So yeah, I think for a lot of people, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more convenient serving.
It is. Yeah, that's another thing about phase 2 is phase 1 is a little kind of more community serving, kind of more kind of quaint.
Yeah.
Phase 2 has more elaborate appeal to a broader audience, which is also good.
Yeah. Do you think the attendance will go up?
The what?
Attendance, yeah.
Yeah, we think so. Yeah.
What's the projection?
I don't have all that, but we can provide you the reports.
Do you think it's going up like percentage-wise, like 2x or 50%?
I don't think that.
10%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 10 to 20%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that if I don't know what percentage of people actually donate when they go there right now.
We do.
You do?
And I don't know that. Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if maybe this could make a little bit more than operating and start putting some money towards, phase 2 reserves or something like that.
So that there may be a way to start, but that would kind of come from the city budget.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you could construct it in a way that some of the revenues could be set aside for a fund. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
So what is the operating budget for this?
So I do have all that. If you do want the spreadsheet,
Just roughly.
So $4 million, something like that.
Yeah, really? That much? A year?
So, yeah.
Wow, I would have guessed. I guess you have a lot of animals there. So
Animals, staff,
yeah.
maintenance.
We do science classes,
Right.
science outreach, summer camps.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow. Yeah, so it's a real community serving asset. So yeah, okay, wow. I didn't realize they did all that. We went there for birthday parties and the museum. I didn't realize it actually had other stuff I should check out for the summertime. Yeah.
Well, I feel bad. I don't want to just throw these numbers off the top.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's okay. I don't need to know.
Okay.
Those, yeah.
But yeah, we do have a form. I know it's been updated, so I'm happy to share it with you. But
Sure.
it's not right. It's not updated. So.
Okay. Oh great. Well, let me know what I can do to help on this.
Appreciate your continued support. The council has been very enthusiastic about this.
I can't see anyone objecting to this, but
Yeah. But yeah, I just we want to let you know.
Sure.
One, we're confident that the $25 million facility will be something that the community will all be very proud of, and will enhance the programs that we.
Oh, but is the
now.
thing just going to shut down then?
Yeah, no, it'll be relocated
What
to
happened to all the animals?
They're
We're
going
moving
to
to Coverly.
Oh, really?
some of them.
Some of them, the
Okay.
animals that are, we're moving some of them to Coverly.
Then some of them can be lent to other institutions, so they'll be on loan for the year, and then they'll be brought back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It'll be exciting to move to Coverly and access this whole new part of the Palo Alto
Yeah.
community too.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the expense.
That's great,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the
Okay.
expenses, that temporary facility.
Yeah, I guess the ones that you couldn't find homes, you could adopt a pet.
Yeah, like a
I don't know how animal
like
rights
a
activists would feel.
vampire bat.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, or the tortoise.
I remember like when I was in elementary school, like we had like little rabbits, whatever, right? And during the summertime, they would look for a family to adopt them. You know, what I'm saying like,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
So, and I, as a kid, I always wanted that, to adopt like a little rabbit in the summertime. But my parents were like, no way, right?
Yeah.
But I was just thinking that you guys could have an adopt a pet program. Although it's like some of them was a little exotic. So.
They are.
Would you
Yeah.
like one of the raccoons? Want some Tanaka?
Right.
I know. That might be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have a raccoon. Right?
We already
I
have.
have a whole family of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just the two things we want to make sure is that we're very confident in feel that we need to move on the phase one and 25 million for our credibility in the community and to our donors who we promised the facility soon. And we believe that the ticket revenues, the financial projections are sound, and we stand behind them. And
thank you both for your work. I know
bet.
it's not easy, right? So
no, it's not.
Yeah.
So
It's a project we believe in really deeply.
We do.
It's been exciting to work on behalf of JMZ.
it's awesome.
Thank you so much
yeah,
for your
thank
time.
you. You bet.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
guys. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
You
meet you.
bet. Thank you, Greg. You
Great
bet.
seeing you.
Thank you. I think I saw you at the event yesterday, but you were